So it's going to be Mumbai Indians versus Delhi Capitals in the final. This is the kind of projection which was made at the start of the tournament, or at least in the first 3 or 4 weeks, when Mumbai, of course, never looked back after, despite losing the first match to Chennai Super Kings. The minute they gathered momentum, never looked back. They lost a few matches along the way, but every time they lost, they came back and won 2 or 3 more. So they were always ahead of the curve, so to speak, and quite logically finished top of the points table and got into the playoffs. And then they won the first qualifier and then found themselves in the final again. They're defending champions much in advance, and they were waiting for who would reach this stage to play them in the final. And Delhi Capitals, after going through a massive slump just on the 3-4 matches before the playoffs, the league stage ended, it looked like they'd gone to pieces. The confidence was shot, the players were erratic, the performances were poor, and then it seemed like Hyderabad, who had made a late surge, would leapfrogged over KKR and got into the playoffs, then beaten Royal Challengers Bangalore to reach the eliminator or the second qualifier. It seemed that they would actually get into the final. So, but I think full credit to Delhi Capitals for regrouping so strongly, recovering their wits. I think recovering their wits was as important as resolve, putting the thinking cap on. And one of that which kind of helped, one decision, was sending Marcus Stoinis to open the innings against Hyderabad. That just kind of completely changed the complexion of the match. Remember, Prithvi Shaw wasn't playing. He's not been in great form in the last fortnight or 3 weeks. So he was rightly moved aside and Stoinis brought in. But Delhi Capitals now in this match just look like the team which everybody thought should logically meet Mumbai, because they looked for the most part as good a team as Mumbai till of course they hit that trough. So here we are with two teams with, on paper, they look abundantly talented both. And why am I saying abundantly talented? It's not just about why are they so equal. It's not just about the talent, but it's also in the combination. The batting, the bowling, the spinners, the fast bowlers, Rabada and Notke coming into form. Stoinis as a backup bowler also. That's what won him the Man of the Match award in against Hyderabad. And then of course Shikhar Dhawan batting well. Stoinis at the start of the innings. Shimron Hetmeyer coming good with an exploding finish. All of this started to matter, and Mumbai, of course, we've got. I don't even need to extol the virtues that Mumbai has got in terms of talent and players, right from number 1 to number 9. They've got batsmen, or at least guys who can bat, including Coulter Nile, Pollard, Krunal Pandya, Hardik Pandya towards the latter half of the innings. They've got Ishan Kishan, Surya Kumar Yadav, Quinton de Kock, Rohit Sharma. And then bowlers: Trent Bolt, Jasprit Bumrah, Rahul Chahar, Coulter Nile. Pollard himself comes in every now and then, Krunal Pandya. So this is going to be a fabulous matchup. Remember, Delhi have never ever reached the final. Mumbai have won the final 4 times. So it's going to be a great effort by Delhi to reach here, and of course it will require even more greater effort to win the title. In this tournament itself, Mumbai have comprehensively beaten Delhi every time that they've met. In fact, in the last match, Delhi were reduced to 0 for 3, and that's how dominant Mumbai looked at that point in time. But that was the time when Delhi were in a slump. Now, after this victory, I think they'll be all charged up. Interestingly also, and this is an aside which I've got from the statisticians and the guys who deal with factoids, is that in every leap year, which is like this is the leap year 2020, in every leap year IPL has got a new champion. So in 2008, this year the tournament started, it was Rajasthan Royals. Then it was 2016, it was KKR. In 2016 it was Sunrisers Hyderabad. In 2012 it was KKR. So will we have a new champion in 2020, or will it be Mumbai for the 5th time? Your guess is as good as mine. Let me just only deal with what I think is I'm capable of at this point in time, because we've seen so many topsy-turvy results. Let me just pick the players I think who can influence this match. So from Delhi Capitals, I'll pick certainly Shikhar Dhawan. He's been in terrific form in batting, and he might just dislodge KL Rahul at the top in the run aggregate. We'll have to wait and see about that. But Shikhar Dhawan certainly. Kagiso Rabada has come back strongly, 4 wickets in the last match. He's now the leading wicket taker. And the third would be, I think, Marcus Stoinis, because he's got this all-round ability which can swing a match with bat or ball. So those are the three things, three players I would choose. And remember, Delhi fielded superbly. Hyderabad couldn't in the last match, and one of the reasons why Hyderabad kind of suffered. So Delhi's strength is also not just in the individual players but also in the fielding. For Mumbai, the players I'll choose are Quinton de Kock, Jasprit Bumrah, certainly these two, and I would go with Kieron Pollard. He's got the ability to kind of swing a match with bat or ball. He doesn't bowl his 4 overs, usually he bowls about 1 or 2 overs, but you will never know. Like Stoinis in the previous match against Hyderabad had his virtual full quota of 4 overs. You might see Pollard also taking 4 overs. So these are my 3 picks from Mumbai. Onward to the final. Let's see who wins this match.